tonight. Well, today the annual budget hearings in Harrisburg kicked off with the Department of Revenue in the hot seat in both the House and the Senate. Our Pennsylvania State Capitol correspondent Kara Jeffers dives tonight, Kara, into what these hearings reveal about our tax dollars. Good evening.
Good evening, Eva, and good evening to you, a Pennsylvania taxpayer who, along with your fellow citizens and business owners, pay over $50 billion a year in state taxes and fees. Now, that money gets split up between dozens of state agencies, and each year, these budget hearings give those agencies a chance to defend their spending habits and their plans for the future.
I want to welcome everybody to what will be a riveting and exciting 3 weeks.
The Pennsylvania House and Senate Appropriations Committees held their first budget hearings of the year today.
Several different departments coming in and explaining to the Appropriations Committee what's in their budget, why they need it, what did they do with their budget from last year.
In turn, representatives and senators can ask department heads about programs and plans.
It's kind of like a fact-finding mission. Gives us the opportunity for your representatives to represent your voice and finding out where your tax dollars are being invested.
Department heads often talk about the governor's budget proposal and how it will impact their agencies. Governor Josh Shapiro proposed a 6% increase in spending from last year, while saying revenue from new skill game and cannabis laws would help make up the difference.
If you go to New Jersey, if you go to New York, they will tell you that a big portion of their revenue is coming from Pennsylvanians.
The big number picture was discussed a lot today as the Department of Revenue testified in both chambers.
We're spending $3.2 billion more than we're taking in annually. That's got to change.
Republicans have reservations about including tax dollars from policies that have not yet become law into budget planning.
I would love to bring games of skill into the fold. There hasn't been middle ground found. So to project revenue 5 times the amount that you did last year on something that doesn't exist right now, that to me is where the problems are going to happen.
Democrats saying that there is a path forward on both of those policies, skill games and cannabis. There's also some tax policies with banks and closing a Delaware loophole that should bring in new revenue. Democrats also focusing on how federal procedures and policy is impacting potential state revenue, whether that be through tariffs or layoffs of federal employees. In Harrisburg, I'm Kara Jeffers, Erie News Now.